Aloha. Welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rainbow Warriors will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. So the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders offense is on the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Scrambling away. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And this defense has squatters' rights in the backfield. Back-to-back sacks, and the crowd is insane. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the return. Slips through the line. And there he goes. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
But this just such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays. So him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Gathering up a head of steam out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the ground with the back. Oh, it's out! Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Yeah, and you run a play that's conservative, and you're going to hand the football over, and you think nothing bad's going to happen. And, man, if he doesn't just cough it up, terrible timing. You get inside that 5-yard line ready to make a play, score some points, and instead the defense recovers the football.
Leaves it with the running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Steps away. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and in 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. The defense did a really good job playing the pass, and 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere. And now the defense backed up with a first and goal from the 5. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He caught it. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up in a touchdown.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Fires and picked off.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He's got his man. They make the stop, and this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Working that left side now. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to pass it on second down. Got a man. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
After misfiring, it's second down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20. And the Rainbow Warriors will snap it on first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Dances away from the heat. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back the pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
He's looking to throw. He's got it on the run. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved?
Touchdown, Warriors! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, anyway against just about any opponent. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. DB's right up on the receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. 1st down here for the offense. Quarterback checking off. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That one comes out hot down the right side. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They're bringing heat. And down he goes back at the 3. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be in.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Buys a little extra time. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive results in a field goal.
Middle Tennessee, 3.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here's the return from inside his 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. Oh, he's going to go for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
On second down, wants to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll set up to throw. Got his man in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page, though.
The Rainbow Warriors will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Trying to get to it. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Looking to throw on second down. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Lofts one deep down the right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, MTSU.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Soft spot in the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion from the offense. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete to the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hawaii. On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, he set his offense up at the 30.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. It's complete. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Rainbow Warriors trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And the pummeling has started.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
The give out of the gun. On the move at the 30. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
And that's good enough for a first down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Butler. Still on his feet at the 45. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Buys a little time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, you can tell the QB, he drops back and he wants to throw the football. He wants to push it downfield, try to get the first down. Couldn't do it. Nobody was open, couldn't find anybody, took off to scramble. Great job by the defense reacting to it, getting him on the ground, stopping him short of the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later into the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. The completion well past the sticks. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many...
Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. First down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
They're working that left side. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation. Or
throw to the end zone, picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Pulls it in. It's Burrow. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They
fires into traffic, intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball. And they have it at the 46. Offense working from the pistol. The give and tick, 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 tick. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Steamrolls his way ahead. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
Man, this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They'll line up to go for 2. They want to throw it. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Going up top on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it inside the 10. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely